Shalom, shalom. Call hello, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here every Shabbat to wake up the so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native American man to your true nationality. Let you know you're not the bottom of society like the world would like you to believe. You are kings and priests of royal priesthood walking around on this planet, right? And you don't know it. So, sister, brothers was dealing with you. Did you get a clear understanding of what the brothers were sharing with you? Do you have any questions?
No, I don't. If so, I was asking.
Who is that?
My brother.
Oh, okay. That's okay. All praises. So you know, did they give you a list of the commandments? Did they go over any? The brothers go over any commandments with her? We're gonna break down some commandments then. Give me some of the commandments, and we're just gonna show you. First of all, give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Let's start right there. Hey, brother, give me Judith 16 and 16.
Bring it out.
Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God?
So fear the Lord thy God.
To walk in all his ways.
That means to walk in all his ways.
And to love him. And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
What else?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
What's the fear of the Lord?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
Continue.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
Right, so keeping the commandments is for thy good. I'm sure you know that right now. Let's back that up real quick. Go ahead, give me that.
Book of Judith, chapter 16 and verse 16.
Look it up.
For all sacrifice is too little for a sweet savor unto thee.
Right.
And all the fat is not sufficient for thy burnt offering.
But what?
But he that feareth the Lord is great at all times.
He that what?
He that feareth the Lord is great at all times.
So the fear of the Lord, what we just read in Deuteronomy, is keeping the commandments, the law, statutes for thy good, right? What you heard right here was when you keep the commandments, that makes you great at all times. We a great nation. We a great, mighty people up here, man. We got the most beautiful women on the earth in the nation of Israel, man. Everybody else is a damn dog. That's right. For the most. Read what you got, brother.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 111 and verse number 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever.
Right. So a good understanding have all they that do his commandments. The only way you get the understanding of this Bible, only way you can understand what the laws, the breakdowns, the precepts, right, the dark sayings, the dark parables, is you gotta first be of the Most High. The Most High gotta give you the Spirit, and you gotta be in the law. You gotta be in the commandments. You gotta be going precept upon precept, line upon line. Bring me that. Give me that, Isaiah 28:9. Read what you got, King.
Malachi chapter 3 and verse 6.
Right.
For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
So the sons of Jacob are the 12 tribes of Israel. So-called black, Hispanic, Native American man, right? The Most High God said, I do not change. So whatever's in the Old Testament is the same through the whole Bible, through the book of Revelation, the New Testament. So when they tell you the law is done away with, they hate you. They trying to destroy you. That's what the Christian church has been set up for. The Mormons, the Apostolic, the Baptist, the Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, Seventh-day Adventists. All these are religions from your enemies, man. People that hate your stinking guts. Read what you got, King.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 28 and verse number 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Verse 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Right, so here a little, there a little. You're supposed to take one precept, link it up to another precept. The whole Bible say the same thing when you do that, line upon line. From Genesis to the Apocrypha to Revelations, all the way through. Hold on real quick. Hey, sister sitting down. Did you want to go ahead and ask a question?
No, I'm gonna listen right now.
All right, you sure?
Yeah.
Because you had a lot of questions over there.
Yeah, I will listen first.
Okay, all right. Hey, give me 2nd Esdras chapter 2, verse 7.
Nothing wrong with that.
Read what you got.
Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning,
Right.
that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right. So we the ones that need hope out here, man. Hey, turn around and look behind you at the Justice Alliance, whatever this is, man. Look at our people destroyed, man, for a lack of knowledge back here, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you got the enemy feeding them who knows what over there in them pots, man. Look like you just boiled some stuff in your damn kitchen and brought it out here, man. Who would eat that? These people hate you, man. They don't want to see you at the top where you belong. They don't want to see you thriving and successful. They don't want to see successful households and families. They don't want to see children being raised up in righteousness, man.
That's right.
They want to see you like Tamir Rice, man. Like what's her name? Breonna Taylor. That's what I was thinking. Con, read what you got, brother.
It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2 and verse number 7. Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen.
Hey, who got scattered abroad? The children of Israel are the only people that have been scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Continue that.
And it reads, let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant. Verse 8, woe be unto thee, Ashur, thou that hidest the unrighteous in thee, O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah.
God. So the point there, hey, we the only people that's been scattered throughout the earth, man. The Most High scattered us among the heathen, he said. Hey, we not equal to these people, man.
Right.
There is no all men are created equal, man. Everything you learn here in Babylon, hey, is for your detriment, man.
Right.
It's for your destruction. It's for you to continue to spread folly and madness throughout the nation of Israel, man. We are the real Jews of the Bible, man.
That's right.
Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Bible, man. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 27. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord shall lead you.
Hey, so we consistently hear the Most High saying something about these other nations, man. They are the Goyim. They are the enemies of your people. They are the heathens, right? They are the Gentiles that he speaks of in some instances. Go ahead, you have some? Okay, Con. What you got, King? Con, go ahead. Yeah. 1 and 7. This in the Esther 1 and 7. No, this in the Esther 1 and 7. Go ahead.
It's the book of additions to Esther, chapter 10.
Go ahead. Okay, Con.
It's additions to Esdras chapter 10 and verse 10. Therefore hath he made two lots, one for the people of God and another for all the Gentiles.
Right.
And these two lots came at the hour and time and day of judgment before God amongst all nations.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. So God remembered his people and justified his inheritance.
God remember who?
His people.
God has what?
His people and justified his inheritance.
Right. Hey, so God has a special people on the planet, man. We're not like these other people.
right.
We the best basketball players, man. We the best singers, man. We the best chefs in the kitchen, man. Right? What you got, brother? Bring it up.
2nd Esdras chapter 5 and verse 24. And of all lands of the whole world thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof one lily, and of all the depths of the sea thou hast filled thee one river, and of all builded cities thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself. And of all the fowls that are created thou hast named thee one dove, and of all the cattle that are made thou hast provided thee one sheep. And among all the multitudes of peoples thou hast gotten thee one people, and unto this people whom thou lovest thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
Out of all people, thou hast gotten thee what?
Thou hast, and among all the multitudes of peoples thou hast gotten thee one people.
Hey, doesn't that sound racist? That sounds real nationalistic to me, man.
Right.
That sounds so one-sided, man. What kind of God would do that, right? If you're a movie producer, right? What you gonna do? You're gonna make villains. You're gonna make heroes for your movie. You're not gonna give a damn what nobody got to say about it, right? This is your movie. Everybody got a role to play in this thing, right? Right? Keep going.
It says, and unto this people whom thou lovest,
Thou lovest.
Thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
Right? And we've been reading about the law since we've been up here today, man. The laws for the children of Israel. We got to keep it, or you're going to die in the land of your enemies. It's plain and simple, man.
And now, O Lord, why hast thou given this one people over unto many?
Right?
And upon the one root hast thou prepared others, and why hast thou scattered the only one people among many?
Right.
And they did, and they which did gainsay thy promises, and believe not thy covenants, have trodden them down. If thou didst so much hate thy people, yet shouldest thou punish them with thine own hands. Now when I had spoken these words, the angel that came to me the night afore was sent unto me.
That's it on that. So we know who we are. We got to keep the commandments. That's why we come up here and tell our people, man. Hey, they got to separate from the heathens. That's the commandment. Right? And that's one of the strongholds of our people right there, man. You know, you get to the, hey, I can put down the pork. Hey, I can put on a dress. I can go out. Hey, I just can't leave Esau alone, man. That's right. I can't let him go for some. I want him to make it for some reason, hey, man. Up, that's damn Stockholm syndrome, man. Yeah, come here, y'all. Hey, brother, you got time for the Bible, brother?
You wanted to listen the first time you came.
Hey, you don't believe in the Bible? You hate God, brother? Hey, well, hey, come on, we're dealing with the Most High, man. He want to tell you something today. Hey, what's your nationality? Do you know what your nationality is? Hey, see, the Lord is going to forget about you in that day. Read that.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
Hey, this for the ones when they say, well, everybody comes from Adam, man. God loves everybody. We all one people. Have you heard this one before? Brother, read this one for you yet? Hey, this one might hurt your feelings a little bit.
Of him come we all, and
we all come from Adam. Go ahead.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Right.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
The Lord made the whole world for our sakes. He made the moon, the sun, right? The trees, the grass, the mountains, the oceans. All that is for the children of Israel.
That's right. Verse 56. As for the other people.
As for what?
As for the other people.
Who are the white man?
As for the other people.
Hey, who is the wash pot?
Who are the other people?
Keep going.
Which also come of Adam. Thou hast said that they are nothing.
Hey, what are the other nations outside of Israel?
They are nothing.
That says they are nothing to the Most High, man.
That's right.
They don't mean a damn thing to him, man. But what are they considered?
But be like unto spittle.
And you know what spittle is? Like as I'm talking here, I can feel a little bit of spit just kind of flying over my hand, hitting the ground. That's what the other nations are to the Most High. Wow. Hey, all this propaganda right now. Hey, stop the Asian hate. Hey, the Most High calls them spittle. Hey, these dirty ass Moab heathens, man, don't mean a damn thing to the Most High, man. And a wise man hate his enemies, man. Hey, give me Psalms 139 and 22. Keep going on that.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
They are what?
They are nothing.
Keep going.
But be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Hey, they lower than just a drop. Don't know. There's more on that. I want more on that too. They lower than a drop falling out of a vessel. How do you feel about that, sis? You all right with that?
You read this to me earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Come. All praise. That's the spirit then.
Verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us.
Wouldn't you say that they lords over us today? When you say the white man is lording over us as a people today?
And to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with this world? So like with the world, how long shall this endure?
Right, so we the firstborn. We the fervent lover of the Most High. You understand how much of a privilege that is? Everybody can't wait. Hey, the Lord says some people are going to wake up to everlasting shame in the book of Daniel. Right? Which means when the Most High raised them up from the grave for that judgment, they're gonna wake up and realize, hey, I've been pooping on the children of Israel my whole existence. That's right. Hey, so everlasting shame, the Lord said they're gonna wake up to. That's Daniel the 12th chapter. We get that. Hey, what you got? Hey, give me that in Daniel. Yeah.
Psalms chapter 139 and verse 21.
Hey, this is to show you, right? So you know by now that the Lord hates, right? And we ain't gotta keep grinding that in the stone, right? You understand that? You got it. We're gonna go ahead.
Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee.
Hey, this is King David. Shalom.
Hey, Brother Canoa on the seat.
Shalom.
Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee,
Right.
and am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee.
Right.
I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts,
Right.
and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way of everlasting.
Fine. So even the Lord said hate is righteous, man, when it's done right. Hey, give me 18 and 40 out of there. Brother, you got a precept? Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 7.
Break it out.
There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that is the joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies.
See the fall of what?
His enemies.
What is the white man?
His enemies.
What is the Chinese man?
His enemies.
What is the Japanese man?
Our enemies.
What are these stinking Arabs?
Our enemies.
That's right. The Most High has enemies, man. Read what you got. What you got? Hold on. Yeah, let me get the.
Psalm chapter 18 and verse 40. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies.
This is King David talking about this. And we have to go over these enemies with our people. Like I said, this might be the last stronghold for our people, man. Separating from the so-called other nations, man. This is a hard thing. They want to be damn equal. So read it.
That I might destroy them that hate me. They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind.
Hey, what did King David do to the other nations?
Then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind.
And then what?
I did cast them out as the dirt in the streets.
Right.
Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen.
Right. Thou hast made us the head of the heathen, man. Hey, that's really what heaven is going to be all about, man. Right? When you're going to be lord over 10 cities, so-called black man, right? When you're going to be able to wake up, like Shawpar say, and just peek out at your mango orchard and make sure all your slaves is doing their job, man. Unless I'm going to have to come out there with a rod of iron, man, and split your jaw open, man. Right? Read what you got.
It's the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 18, and verse number 11. Them also King David dedicated unto the Lord with the silver and the gold that he brought from all these nations, from Edom, and from Moab, and from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines, and from Amalek.
Right.
Verse 12, moreover, Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, slew the Edomites in the valley of Salt, 18,000.
But hold up. I thought God loved everybody. We read in the beginning, God said he doesn't change in Malachi 3 and 6. Hey, so if those were our enemies back then, when King David was walking the earth, hey, they your goddamn enemy in 2021, man. All right.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 13. Separate thyself from thine enemies, and take heed of thy friends.
Hey, separate thyself from thy enemies, take heed of thy friends, man. Which you holding something? Give me a whole 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. You gotta get out of here. Okay. Any other questions though?
I don't have anything right now, but I appreciate it.
All right. So the next thing, I know Big Brother gonna give you some commandments. Can we give you a couple before you leave, or do you in a hurry?
I can take a couple.
Take it. Right. Come. Well, hold on 1 second, brother. We'll get to you in just a moment. Hey, let's get Con. So you've heard this before, right? This is the Lord's Prayer, right? But this is how you're supposed to pray, and we're gonna break it down through the Spirit. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are.
Right? Like you see in church.
For they love to pray standing in a synagogue.
Then what they do is be like an hour-long prayer. Some sister be up there, Sister Patricia, 300 pounds, bacon juice dripping off her chin, hey, praying her ass off, sweating. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets,
Christians. Go ahead.
that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to the Father which is in secret.
So he said, when you pray, enter into your closet in secret. And then what?
And thy Father which seeth thee in secret shall reward thee openly. But when ye pray, use not vain repetitions as the heathen do. For they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. Be not therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before ye ask him. After this manner therefore pray ye. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Give me a hand covering, 11 and 1. Karen, go ahead. We're going to give you another one. So that's how you pray, not vain repetition. And that's a prayer that you can pray before you make your own supplication known to the Most High, man. Right? Is that clear? One more for you.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse number 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. Every man praying or prophesying having his head covered dishonoreth his head.
Go ahead.
But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head, for that is even all one as if she were shaven.
So sisters are supposed to have their hair covered when they're praying to the Most High, or when prophesying, which means when you're reading the Bible, when you're reading the scriptures. That's what prophesying is. Because these are all prophecies throughout the book. So anytime we're reading these scriptures, we're prophesying. Right? So anytime you're reading, you're praying. That's actually a custom from our old days. You know what I'm saying? Things that we never learned in church, right? Did y'all go to church? Were y'all Christians before?
My grandma taught us.
Okay. So yeah. Any other questions? I know you got to go. I don't want to hold you up. All right. One more. Brother got one more for you.
This is one of the commandments that our sisters wrote back then that were given from Moses. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, and neither should a man put on a woman's garments. For all that do so are an abomination unto Yahweh our power.
So, hey, women in pants, the Most High don't like it. Bottom line. Most High calls it abomination. Why? Because, hey, you're making your brothers lust. Hey, not only that, you know, and I'm going to be just real plain and simple with it. You getting diseases and stuff you ain't supposed to have because of the pants. You ain't supposed to have yeast infections like that. Why you got them? Because it's all hot down there, man. It's all closed up. You can't breathe. Right? So you got different, so hey, women smell different because they wear pants. That's just the truth. That's just the way it is. Not to mention, you got your ass out, you got your front out, you got your brothers lusting after you. Hey, what the hell does a woman need a zipper on the front of her jeans for?
That's right.
What is that for? What you gonna whip out and do with that? What's the jeans for? Just to help you jump and squiggle into the jeans? So the point of it is, hey, we out here to tell our people, we crying aloud, and which means we have to tell our people their sins. Give me that Isaiah 58:1 and transgression. Otherwise, the Most High gonna kill us, man. Otherwise, He gonna hold us accountable. Give me Jude 1 and 22. Right? So we have to come out here and tell our people that, man. Go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
You keep hearing the Lord say my people because that's a possessive pronoun, right? He keeps saying, so my people, right? Their sins and their transgressions. So people think we harsh and we come out here and we just be, you know, busting head. No, this is love, man. This is what love is. Not suffering sin upon your brother, man. Read what you got.
This is the book of Sirach chapter 15 and verse 13. The Lord hateth all abominations, and they that fear the power love it not.
Hey, so we just read that the Lord said women in pants is an abomination. The brother just said the Lord hateth all abomination. That's just what it is, man. We all got to deal with it, man. Go ahead.
Jude chapter 1 and verse 22. And if some have compassion, making a difference, and others save with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garments spotted by the flesh.
Right. So, hey, some people, you got to handle every situation differently is what that meant. right? So some people you got to be harsh with, some people you can be soft and delicate with. You know what I'm saying? And through the Spirit, you'll know what to do at the time when the time is right. So you got the pants, you got the head covering, right? And you learn how to pray today through the Spirit. I'm sure Big Brother gonna take care of you for that. So, dude, I know he's a little brother. I'm just doing all praise to say. We're glad to have you today. Thanks for showing up through the Spirit. Call along your about somewhere else. You go, brother. Come on. Hey, sister on the chair. Come on now. You said you asked a question. Don't be shy. We your brothers. That's Cherokee. Oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You come to
Expound upon Melchizedek.
expound upon Melchizedek. What do you want to know about Melchizedek?
Well, enlighten.
Enlighten you?
Yeah.
Are you an Israelite, brother?
Black Hebrew Israelite.
You a black Hebrew Israelite. What does the word black mean?
Man of color.
A man of color. Okay. Are you an Israelite though?
Also, was at one time.
You was at one time. So why aren't you right now?
I carry a 6-point star in the crescent. I asked a question, now you asking me questions. Please enlighten me.
Well, what is the six?
Melchizedek.
What is the six?
Melchizedek.
All right. What is the six? Okay, there we go. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, there are weightier matters. We could go into.
Share with me. Share with me.
All right, brother. So,
Enlighten
hey,
me.
do y'all know this brother?
No.
Y'all know this brother just came up? Okay. So what's your nationality, brother?
Here we go again.
Yeah, it's how it's always gonna go. Right? You don't come up here asking no foolish questions. And hey, that's a demon on your ass, man. Look at your ass, man.
Come on now.
You're an old fool, man. Hey, give me Job 32:9. Give me Sirach 42:8. Old damn fool, man. Ask about Melchizedek, man. Hey, where your damn fringes at?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 42 and verse 8. Be not ashamed to inform the unwise and the foolish,
Hey, that was an old ass fool right there.
and the extreme age that contended with those that are young.
Hey, you going?
Thus shalt thou be truly learned and approved of all men living.
Right. Hey, that's a perfect example right there. Go ahead, what you got, brother?
It's the book of Job, chapter 32, and verse number 9. Great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment.
Hey, the Lord said he loveth judgment, man. Right? The Lord loves vengeance, man. This Bible is all about judgment and love. Brother, come up scoffing, man, with the spirits on it, man. Hey, you don't have to entertain everybody's question, man. Right. When you know it's not of the Most High, man, go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 2. As newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. If so be ye have tasted the Lord that is gracious.
Come on. You gonna break it down? Come on. Go ahead.
It's the book of Titus, chapter 3, and verse number 9. But avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and strivings about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain.
Right. Hey, the most important question to ask somebody is, hey, what is your nationality? That should be the first thing out of your mouth when you're trying to deal with somebody, wake them up, understand what their biblical lens is, right? And you could do, like I said, the Spirit will show you what to do at that moment. But I could tell the brother was his spirit. And you talking about he got the crescent and the stars. What is that, Islam? Crescent and the stars, that's what you talking about? Yeah, I ain't even heard of it. Go ahead, sis. Come on, sis. I'm sorry. Come on. Let's deal with the sister, man. Sister says she Cherokee Indian, man.
Let me ask this question. While
Okay.
people are claiming Christian and all this, and people don't understand or know the meaning of it. Let me put it like this. I thought when I read in the Bible, when they're saying Christian and religion, why they're claiming religion and they don't know the meaning of the religion, because God, well, I'm gonna say Yahweh, I'm spiritual, I like to stay neutral. So why is it we're claiming something that Yahweh has forbidden us to claim, and people don't even know the true meaning of religion when there is no religion?
Well, first of all, the name of the Most High God no, don't run off, sister. We're dealing. We're having a conversation. His name is Yahweh. You learned the name Yahweh from the white man. The Edomites, the Amalekites, the so-called Jewish man, they told you his name was Yahweh, but they wouldn't dare tell you that you the real Israelites of the Bible. That the Bible only is about you. God only loves you. They'll tell you that. They'll give you some false, a little leaven at the whole lump, right? So they'll give you a lot of truth and sprinkle it with a little bit of lies so that you just go way the hell off all over the place. So the Most High's name is Yahweh. Say it. Yahweh. Yahweh. Right. Whatever the white man told you, throw it out. Hey, you see that? Hey, white boy. Come here. Get over here. Hey, no, so whatever you learn from the so-called white man is for your destruction, sis. Yahweh is his name. Right? Brothers got precepts. Give me a Deuteronomy 29 and 29. Give me